Flood, we do it all.
Well, John C. Flood is partnering with Operation Second Chance for Give Your Home a Hug. Now, through May 31st, anyone can nominate a veteran, first responder, or active military member to potentially receive a free HVAC system. Here to share more is John C. Flood's Vice President of Marketing, Chris Thompson. Always great to have you here, Chris.
Very happy to be here, as always.
So why don't we just jump in? Why don't you tell us about Give Your Home a Hug for those who aren't aware?
We've been doing this for a few years, and we do it a couple times a year. But for this instance, if it's for a veteran, first responder, anybody that's in need in our community, and you have the opportunity to give something or help somebody, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Right.
If you can help somebody, you should do it. And we found that there's a lot of people in this area, and especially that people are defending our country or come to help you in need or emergencies and that sort of thing, are struggling. And can really use some help. And an HVAC system, though it doesn't sound all that sexy or flashy, is very, very important, obviously, when it gets very, very warm or cold.
Definitely.
So we've been doing that for a few years, and it's really starting to pick up pace, and we very much enjoyed it, and we had some great partners, you being one of them, and Bryant, who's helping us in this one, and of course, Operation Second Chance in this round. It's going to be very good.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about Operation Second Chance. Why did you choose to partner with them as a nonprofit?
Well, actually, it was brought to us by one of your WJLA folks.
Oh, we love that.
Right, that connected us with them. And I had a call with her, with Cindy McGrew. She is the CEO, and I guess she founded it. And it was a fantastic conversation. And they are doing exactly the type of situation that we appreciate. Is they are helping veterans and first responders and their families kind of rehabilitate and reintegrate and try to get through the trauma that can happen in being a first responder and a veteran. And it's going to be very, very difficult, and it sounds like their organization looks fantastic, and we couldn't be happier to be aligning ourselves with us, because it's the same thing for us. We live and work in the communities, and it behooves you to help people in the communities that you live and work, and they have sort of the same philosophy, and it was just like a natural, perfect match.
Definitely. Well, I'm so glad that we were able to help make that match come true. I love that. I absolutely love that. You know, last year, I was there when you got to surprise Samuel, who's the winner last year, him and his wife. It was really emotional, you know, almost instant tears. We have video of the moment that you got to surprise him up right now. What does that mean to you and John C. Flood to be part of such a life-changing moment? I mean, I remember his wife just talking about how they were just sweating, like their home was way too hot.
Right. Well, I mean, but I think the thing is, it's very, very emotional. It's very powerful. Their story is very, very powerful. And like to your point, it's like they're getting emotional. The wife was emotional.
Yeah.
I think the daughter was there as well. And I think he was a veteran and a first
Firefighter,
firefighter. So you had sort of a double situation going on there. But and all these are they're very emotional. I get very emotional anyway. I watch some television commercials and I start crying. So when it's something like this, when you can tell when you look at somebody that you are helping them do something that's so huge to them, that you would not normally think that giving away an HVAC system that somebody would be just so emotional about. But it does make a big impact for somebody and for a family. Like I said, when it's very, very hot, it's miserable. And when you can help them and see the expression that you really did improve their life, it's very, very powerful.
Absolutely.
And I'm starting to get emotional again.
Oh, Chris, I love this.
Thanks for bringing this up again.
I'm sorry, but I love this side of you, and I love this side of John C. Flood.
Right.
But you know what? While we have you here, we have to get some home improvement safety tips with you here. I want to jump really quickly into plumbing. What's a classic DIY plumbing mistake that you see homeowners just regret instantly?
Right. Well, I can attest to one of them. It's somebody that wants to try to change a faucet or something like that, or a clogged drain or faucet. I'll just use the faucet one because I had an upstairs faucet, and I consider myself to be quite handy. Of course, that faucet's been there for a long time, and it's rusted and corroded, so I'm in there just like jamming it and jamming it and jamming. Now you're getting your fingers all banged up. It cracked, and of course, I knew to turn the water off, but it's one of those things, basically, I just caused a world of trouble I can't fix.
Oh, no.
Because I was trying to put the stuff that loosens the bolts on there. I'm jamming it, I'm making all kinds of noises, and I'm very unhappy about it, but I ended up breaking it.
Oh.
So now, not only can I not get the new faucet in, they have to replace all the piping, because where you screw it back on, I have classically destroyed that. So the worst part of that thing is I had to call the company I work for to come out and fix my mistake, because I thought for sure I could fix this. And you cannot. And it's one of those things with anything. It's like clogged drains. Somebody starts thinking they can take pipe parts, and they get their pipes out, and they get them all out, and they don't remember which order to put them in. And then before you know it, you got them all sealed up again, and then you turn everything on, there's drips or leaks coming out because you didn't use the right tape, or it's not tight enough. I mean, there are all kinds of problems. It seems such a normal thing to do, but it just doesn't doesn't work normally.
Yeah, it sounds like it costs you more money in the end rather than just calling John C. Flood and your friends there to help you out. Always a pleasure having you, Chris. If folks want to learn more about John C. Flood and learn how to nominate their hero, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can go to johncflood.com/hero. It starts tomorrow.
Oh, easy enough. Perfect timing. We have that information on the bottom of your screen. Chris, thank you so much for joining us, and we are back with more GMW right after this.